Hi everybody, and welcome back to my big backyard. A lot of things have changed here since my last video, but my yard is still big and beautiful. One thing that has changed a lot is this vegetable garden. It's getting to the end of the season. I've harvested quite a bit of tomatoes out of here this year. In fact, I'm going to do a quick video that just shows the entire harvest. Everything I've got out of my vegetable garden so far this year. As you can see, the tomatoes, while there's a bunch of tomatoes on here, they've about had it. They're kind of gross. Before they get quite ripe, they get buggy and disgusting, and I honestly just don't feel like dealing with them. In a way, you could say, yeah, there's still some life in these cherry tomatoes. I've got these tomatoes down here. These are great, but if I pick this one now, I can take this in to ripen. I can take that inside and it'll ripen. I have this one right here. You would think, okay, that looks great, but to be honest, I'll take this in. It's not ripe yet. By the time it gets ripe, all of the bug bites will show, and it's going to end up being disgusting and not good, and that's unfortunate. It's a shame because I would have liked to have more tomatoes, but what I'm going to do this weekend, I think, is cut out all of my tomatoes, every last one of them, and if I can harvest it and take it inside to ripen, so be it. If I can't, well, it's gone. I'm going to just call tomato season over. One thing that flourished in here this year are these beautiful marigolds. They did really well. The orange ones turned out to be really tall, as you can see there, and the yellow ones are short, but they did turn out beautiful. I am sad that I'm not going to get too many more tomatoes for the year, but in all honesty, they're just starting to turn into rotten, buggy messes instead of delicious tomatoes. You've probably seen, or you will see, my harvest of spaghetti squash that I got, and the black coated runner beans, how they did. To be honest, I haven't even harvested any of those. My intent at this point isn't to actually harvest and eat them. I won't have enough to do anything with. But the hummingbirds loved the flowers, and that's pretty impressive. And I finally have blossoms on my butterfly pea. Check this out. They look good. What I'm hoping is that the butterfly pea produces some seeds. If I get some beans out of it, I'll be pleased. Look, there's one right there. That's perfect. One bean. I want some butterfly pea seeds so that I can do this again next year. My plan, since that's more ornamental than anything else, is to take the butterfly pea and the black coated runner beans, and next year I'm going to plant them along my fence or someplace like that where they can just grow up and flourish and attract pollinators and hummingbirds and not be in the way of my squash, since I only have this one trellis to grow squash on. One thing that's still doing amazingly well and I haven't done much with, I let my basil grow wild in here. Isn't this insane? It smells amazing. Every time I walk over here, you can smell the basil. It's really, really nice. So, more rotting tomatoes. Last year I waited until October to get rid of the tomatoes, but I just don't think I'm going to get enough more to make a difference. Now over here is my peppers. I've harvested quite a bit of peppers, as you've probably seen from the video that I was going to post showing my harvest, and I'm nowhere near done harvesting peppers. This bed I'm going to leave alone for now. I'm going to let it sit. I will be harvesting these Alma paprika peppers and the red luchauer peppers this weekend, and probably doing another harvest of cayenne. But just watch and see what I do with the peppers in an upcoming video. I'm going to do a video on what I'm doing with my peppers and how I preserved a lot of my produce this year. So anyway, that's your update on how my vegetable garden did this year. I'll probably do 1 or 2 more harvests and then just start cleaning this out for the year. It's time to plant the kale and the carrots and some of the fall winter crops. Enjoy your day.